I ran across this video from KVD just a few days ago. You may have seen it as well. In it, he talks about a drop shot tip that really intrigued me. So, you know me, I actually wanted to see it and test it out. In the summer, when bass are pressured and out on the prowl, finesse is often what we have to do to get those finicky bites. And if we can make our drop shot presentations even more efficient and effective, well, that is a win-win. Now, Kevin talks about how on the fall, almost every drop shot rig spins the lure on the way down, which is one reason I always put a swivel up the line to eliminate any line twist. But while fish will crush a falling drop shot when they are aggressive, many times it's just a non-efficient part of the cast. Well, his tip is to raise that rod tip up just before the lure gets to your target zone and let it pendulum into place. He says that the result is the lure will then glide naturally into position. And that is what I wanted to watch underwater. Well, we know that the drop shot looks incredibly natural once we get it to the depth we want. But when trying this out, this adds an entirely new segment to the first part of that presentation. When I stop the slack line fall by raising the rod up, you can see how the lure glides that last several feet into place. So simple, yet so effective. Again and again and again, the lure slid naturally, looking just like a minnow or baitfish of some sort. Now, I love to use the Baby Z2 and a number 2 wide gap hook, and then Texas rig the hook into place instead of always nose hooking. I fish in areas with lots of weeds, and I have a lot of confidence in this rigging style. But whatever your personal preference is, the result is the same. Let the lure pendulum into position on a tight line for those final few feet of the initial drop. Now, if you are fishing completely vertical and dropping that lure just straight down to a school of suspended fish, I would try to back off that school just a few feet and try this with your vertical presentations as well. Let it slide into that zone naturally if your traditional vertical presentation isn't getting any bass to pay attention to it. But for those that like to cast your drop shot out and then work them back to you, this is really easy to add to the start of your presentations. And hey, for those of you interested in bass behavior, I have some more videos dropping into the bass behavior bundle this month. The links are down below. And hey, Kevin, thanks for a great tip. I appreciate it. And if you would like to watch a video that shows crankbaits in slow motion where we can really see the wobble and the subtle differences between lures as well as hear them, go ahead and check this video out right here. And make sure that you go out and encourage someone today. You never know how you might just change their life. For the Bass Fishing Life, I'm your host, Steve Rogers.